sometimes it won't have it. Oh, they finished this. Nice. And something just went kaboom. All right, hold on. Let's go find out. Machining table. I was wondering if this needed to be undercover. And I would say yes. So I'll put all of this undercover. And I'll put a pillar up in here. Column or whatever. I don't have that much granite. Let me get marble. We've got a shit ton of marble. So we'll use that. And Gillen was saying we could use traps, but I actually don't know where to find traps. Oh, we could build some of the ship shit. Hang on a ticket. That's a whole nother kettle. We need advanced components and a persona core. Obviously a lot of those resources. Hold on. We've got reinforced barrels for other stuff. We have 5 advanced components. We have 300 components. I think components are good. Steel might be good. Plasteel might be good. Uranium might be good. And I think the only thing... gold might be okay. Yeah, I'd say possibly advanced components and persona core is the only thing that we're lacking at this point. And I don't like these fucking mortar shell things, but I kind of feel like they've been relatively useless. I keep getting them. And them not being very good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring them up here. I'm gonna put them right next to the light. I don't super want them. I have them. Also, if you can hear kookaburras like going off in the background, it's because it's dawn. So yeah, that will happen here. The good old giggle chickens, as you know, we call them. So I want this to be like 3, 4 across. There we go. But yeah, depending on like the morning, sometimes they're near here and sometimes they're like a fucking mile away. I don't know why. So for some reason we stopped making the marble door. Is there a reason? We have marble. We also have luciferium, which got in here some fucking how. We've still got a heap of materials. We do have high explosive shells, so they didn't go off. I want to see if I can't make a copy of that. I mustn't have researched it. Hold on, where are the things that do that? IEDs. Okay, I don't have IEDs researched yet, but it's only a 500, so we'll fly through that when we get a chance to. And my people are still harvesting all the stuff that's available. So we have a lynx, we have some ibex stuff, we got some things we can go hunt. We have like a really good supply of food, honestly. We just don't have like good storage. I might build a copy of this. I would like them to have like same sort of settings. I don't want all my storage to be outside. Shit will deteriorate and stuff, but at the same time, I really do need them to kind of just have places to bring things. I'm just going to put this on like both sides of this. I can't see much harm in doing that. As long as it's not food, it should be kind of okay to put it outside. And as far as I know, I think I can grab all of these and link them. I haven't grabbed any others, so if I say I don't want any rotten stuff, I don't want any food, I don't want shells on this, and I don't want, yeah, no corpses. Okay, that should be okay. Clear all that shit. Clear that shit. Yeah, alright. They should be able to put shit outside there. So there's no landmines. IEDs will work like mines. So IED trap, IED anti-grain warhead. EMPs will do it for mechs. EMPs are ones where like if I had like a few hundred EMP traps, I'd put them all out here sporadically for like the big mechs. They don't hurt them, but they disable them momentarily, like they power them down for a second. The anti-grain warheads I could put all around here and this would be everybody's problem except for mine. The IED ones aren't a very big blast radius, but they catch fire. And if shit's like burnable nearby, like if this is all grass and it's not raining, this whole area could catch fire and that could kill a wave of raiders very easily. I made my walls out of like stone, so my walls are not flammable, so I don't have to worry about that. If this ignites, it can also blow up these, as well as these can blow up those. I have incendiary shells. I have high explosive shells. I do not know where my incendiary shells are. They are on my map somewhere. And my people keep putting them into storage and I don't know where they are. Lynx is hunting, that's fine. Yeah, they're in here somewhere. And that's what I've been kind of semi-casually looking for while I've been like building stuff and getting around places. Because I want to make sure that that is not, you know, in here kind of thing. And that was a meteorite of marble apparently. And that took out part of my wall. So yeah, let's go mine that shit. And then fix up the marble wall that it broke. Colonist needs rescue. Yes. Maybe. Okay, can you rescue? There we go. Yeah. Was it? If we put warheads when we slaughtered them? This is a filthy fuck the raiders. Yeah. Well, the thing is, initially speaking, Keelan was spawning in a lot of these IED traps, right? And IED traps are really easy for me to go and install, but they have this big blast radius. So if my person has a tantrum and they walk over and they kick that in a tantrum state, they will ignite it anyway, which can backfire on me where I choose to put them because my colonists can blow themselves up or set fire to the whole place. And then, like, if this is all burnt out and then I have, like, reinstalled that, I won't be able to burn it again against enemies. And I won't have the trap again to, like, use against enemies. So it's a double-edged sword. That's why with the Doomsday rocket launchers, they're good and they're bad. Mortars are good and they're bad. Like, if a colonist has a tantrum and they go and they kick the turret or they kick the mortar, it could blow up and kill them. It could also kill whatever is in the radius of it. Like, these blow up to about a radius of 6, which is why I have them separated by a radius of 6. They might do damage to it, but they should also kill anything within this, like, range, which is why I took the time to separate them. Shithacker has died, and we got 2 anti-grain warheads. Nice. Those I can use in, I think I can make the traps. I just can't build them yet because I don't have the research. Another Shithacker has given up because of the death of a Shithacker, so totally understandable, I honestly think. And yeah, by the look of it, how are we going? We got steel, we got components. Just a matter of them getting out here to build this, and then when they build that, my home area should get wider because of it. I don't have stuff there, but I might end up putting like a autocannon perhaps, and same with here. I can't put something there, but I could put an auto turret thing here. And that would have a pretty large blast radius, might damage that, but I don't have to worry about it too much because it's outside. This sort of thing is sort of working. I do kind of feel like if I was to say get rid of these couple of doors, I do kind of feel like maybe they would walk around a bit easier when they're doing like the single file to it. I kind of feel like they want to just break the door. I might get rid of these 2 extra doors. Because what I want them to do, as far as I understand, they walk in here and then they want to walk around to wherever it's the easiest, right? But they also seem to have a problem with, like, where is the closest to it. So I don't want the back to be open at all, but they would have to go around to get in here. But if they've got an opening here, they'll probably come into it. I could put, like, that there open. On that side, we could have this and that, which means if they come in from like this side or that side, that would help. Because they would have to walk all the way around to these 2 corners, but I don't think these corners up here would ever get used. And I want them to work a little bit harder on construction for a moment. Cooking, handling, all that stuff. Have I ever played 360? What is 360? Like, in reference to what game is 360? Because I'm not sure. I don't know if I've played any games that have 360 in the title anywhere, so there's a pretty good chance the answer is going to be no. Psychic Soothes, Rain, Cold Snap is over, is winter, Xbox 360, no. I mostly only had PC growing up, and by the time I could afford to get myself a console, I was already an adult. I got a PlayStation 2. I mostly used it for Dynasty Warriors, Tekken, SingStar, Kingdom Hearts 2, stuff like that. And then I eventually sold it. And yeah, I mostly use the computer. So when I play computer games and stuff like that, or when I play games, I mostly just want to play on the computer. So when I feel like that, I come to this. Or alternatively, like there was a short period of time where like I played Pokemon Go and stuff quite excessively, and I had a few like different gacha games and stuff on my phone, but nothing too serious. So more like webcomic novel series type things, you know. So yeah, they don't have ones like that anymore these days. So I really don't really use like my phone for games. But even if I did, it's not really like my go-to to play games on. I want to bring this down by a bit. I want to bring this down by, I think we want it to come down by 2 rows. I'll copy that. This isn't going to be perfect for this, but it will be starting off centered. So I put that there. We should be able to turret this wall to roughly about right. So we'll see how we go. I can't do that corner, but yeah. I might have to bring this in by a bit. I could go up to there. So we could go up by 1, I think, from this, and I think that would be okay. Oh no, it's only because that corner can reach it. Okay, that's fine. I'll cancel that one on the far corner because it's a bit too far out. But yeah. Like I know growing up, like my brother had various consoles and stuff. I think he had like a Sega and something else. I'm not quite sure. I was too young to kind of pay attention and stuff. But whatever it was, it would have been compatible with like tech and stuff. Because that's how I got first interested in it, because he had the games and shit. But yeah, I don't know. It was, I grew up in the era of like arcades and, you know, where you go to an arcade and you play it, or like you go to like a, I don't know, some kind of like family owned restaurant type thing, and they've got like an arcade in the corner type thing. Like one of those big machines and stuff. I'm not going to dig this out to put turrets here, by the way. It will just be what it is, where it is. So I might connect up these corners here. Failed while constructing mini turrets. That's fine. I don't have one on the corner here, but like I could. And this one will be in line, but that row won't be. This is fine. This is working. This will put it where it is. I might actually wipe this out and put it nice and clear to where it is. I don't want to wipe out where the pink markers are, because we are using those to keep, like, to rebuild the IED traps when they die. So I want to keep them if I can, but that's kind of in line, sort of. Yeah, no, that one's in line to this side. I don't want to get rid of that. I'll get rid of this, and then I'll fix it up. I'll move it down a bit. Like, realistically, I could have probably cut some of this and then moved it down, but this will work fine. And I'll fix this up a little bit as well. It's so funny, like sometimes I'll come across like stuff where like I don't even recognize what it is. Like somebody says what it's called, just because that's not where my brain goes to sometimes first. I think my cats are friskying around the house, which is fair. It's about that time of day. Yep, Phoenix has got the friskies. And he's gone. He's got like the zoomies. He's running around like in and out of rooms and stuff at the moment. So yeah, it's very cute. I do have the green bits in the corner I don't super need. These aren't super connecting up. I don't think I connected it up to that row. I think I did I? Yeah, I did. I didn't want to. I didn't want the center bit to be there. There we go. What was that? Anti-grain warhead traps. Thank you. Alright, let's go get these installed. I don't believe I have it down the bottom here, but we have markers to make sure I can install it without it being a problem. So I haven't seen anything really hit this except for the Cougar Manhunter attack. That was one that did it really good. And as soon as I finish my research on the Starflight sensors, I will go back and I'll do the one that lets me do the IED traps. And all the shells you guys have been dropping, I'll try to go and use those. So they will be very useful. I'll use the green one for this. And bring it along here. Bring it all the way along, might as well. Bring it up to, it's above it, so up to there. We want this one to go all the way up along here. Up to, I don't know whether above this is, but that's about right. There we go. The reason why I do like markers like this, if anybody has wondered, is it makes it very easy. If something breaks, I can put it back where it was. And because, as I said, these things have like about a 6 tile sort of radius of like blowing up around them, I can prevent the other ones from possibly blowing up. Like, not always. And sometimes it happens, sometimes they're too close. Like the ones here are a little bit close in the dead center, these two. They will blow each other up. But yeah, I find that it's very useful for keeping everything kind of like a bit measured out here. Plus, it's been like relatively calm. I might put it back on fast forward if everybody's being calm. I gotta keep an eye on that though, because people got doomsday rocket launchers these days. So, you know what would be super cool is when I fast forward, I would love it if Rimconnect would actually accelerate the amount of silver you guys experience during that time, because that would be awesome. That would be just so useful, because then like whatever speed like the time's going in, you would get additional and stuff. But that's not how this works, unfortunately. It works on real 2-minute real world time. So, but 500 is pretty good at the moment. I actually nearly like boosted it to like a lot higher, but I was like, I'm aware that I have some like really deadly shit that will just blast this entire colony off the planet. I also have stuff, I don't know if I've got it enabled, but I have stuff that can completely end this planet. Not just the colony, but completely destroy the planet. So yeah, I didn't want that to accidentally get activated if it was still enabled. I can't remember. So yeah. Hit a trap. I missed whatever that was. There's a lot of tantrums going on, so I'm guessing people are coming out of the Psychic Soothe, which is dangerous because I don't have anything to calm you guys down with, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure we used up all of the soothes. And yeah, the Psychic Soothe poppers, I think we don't have any of those at the moment. I'm trying to have a look because I need to not select something. What was that? Is that a shelf or something? Oh shit. Hold on. Where are you? Nobody's near you, which is good. I actually have to care now when they do a murderous rage because people could use actual guns. Like dangerous guns. I don't want you guys to fire. Go fight them. I need to knock them down before anybody else with the specific gun happens to walk into this area. Well, I found where one of the anti-grain warheads went to. Finally. I knew that they had fucked up with something. We have a dead Viking, Shithacker, kitten, another a hen, a cat, roof collapse, Shithacker, another Viking, Shithacker, nuke, another Shithacker. Somebody ran wild because of it. Tantrum. Okay, well, I found where it was, unfortunately, which was not ideal. I need you guys to fix that up. Okay, so what happened is, you see these like storage spots here? I think what's happened is my people have destroyed them at some point and rebuilt them. And when they rebuilt them, they automatically re-put on everything back here. So what's happened is that when they've rebuilt them, they have stored the anti-grain warheads on them, which is not where I wanted them to be. And somebody's had a tantrum and come over and broken it and then blown up a big old radius and killed a bunch of people and stuff. Yeah, several people died, a few animals died, and they're having a party about it though. So once they've cleaned up the floor, that's not cool. No. Somebody in here has a doomsday rocket launcher. Nobody fire. Just beat them up. Okay, just ignore the no firing. Also, welcome in, Albert. Alright, you guys go back to what you're doing. So they got doomsday rocket launchers and shit at the moment, which is half of the concern, and I gotta remember to revoke people's medical privileges. Are you winning? We're doing okay, Keelon. My colonist broke a shelf, and yeah, 2 of your people died, Crimson Lotus. A couple of nukes died, a couple of, a few Shithackers died in amongst it. I'm somehow still alive. A couple of cats died. I do need to check on the Vikings to see which Vikings died. OG Vikings died, so that's depressing. But yeah, we could do it for Psychic Soothe like urgently, realistically. And we're starting to get turrets and shit built. So we're starting to get some goddamn defenses in here. All things considered, it's going well as you could expect. I mean, we had 2 near colony wipes earlier tonight. So yeah, it's doing okay. As long as nobody uses a gun, like one of the... Oh, you fucking bastard. You just killed a Viking. That's a full life privileges revoke. Good luck with that one. Timberwolf Poppy. You shouldn't have done it, mate. You can't be killing... You can't be killing the animals and stuff. See, people are stupid. Nah. It's just like... I don't know. Whenever they're having these tantrums, like I said, if they destroy a shelf... Crimson has decided to go run wild. So whenever they destroy a shelf, whatever I have organized here, like, see this? They... Sakisu, thank you. They obviously have got this rebuilt again, and all of these are allowing the stuff back on. So every time they just casually destroy one of these, or have a tantrum, I have to keep coming back through and checking that they're all good, and that nothing, like... It happens to the benches as well, to be honest. If somebody has a tantrum, they could destroy the bench. I have to go back and check that the bench has got, like, bills on it. If they're destroying something, like, I expect these to get destroyed. But somebody's destroying a bed, so, like, 4 people are in here trying to repair the bedroom. And, let's see, gave up, tantrum, days, psychic sue for females. Thank you. Is that how's the colony? Not going well, Coco. We've had like 2-3 near colony wipes, at least 2 of those tonight. We had a defoliator ship battle down here, basically wipe out everyone. A few people's like super enhanced colonists died, which was sad. We had a siege up here, which we went and attacked, and I forgot that they had doomsday rocket launchers, and we didn't have doomsday rocket launchers. So that didn't go well, because when we fought like the raid down here, I didn't have turrets outside, and I forgot we didn't have turrets outside. We had a cougar battle, which did go well. It blew itself up. That was great. And fuck knows what else we've had tonight. So yeah, and we've got Team Timberwolves, and that seems like we've had a psychic drone. Gilon. I don't think we need a psychic drone for the females while they're having a psychic soothe. So Nuke Dragon's gonna RIP out of here, honestly. Let's see. Let's get Crimson Lotus a new one, and let's get you some proper medical care. There we go. Alright, so we've only got 2 Viking Wolves left, and they are now, there's no real difference between age, so I guess they're now the oldest ones, so... Lenses got confused. We've had a lot of colonists pass through here, so we've had like 416 colonists die. I assume at this point probably 200 have given up, run wild, and been kidnapped at this point. So, and we have new lovers, Crimson and Nuke Dragon, etc. Their looks has been attracted and is now their lover. Nice. So yeah, that's how tonight's going, as I believe. Look. As long as like we can build this back up at some point, I'm trying to get weapons back on everyone. I'm trying to build these benches, but every time I build a new bench, they keep on like breaking the thing, which then ends up being like, you know, actually that's an air conditioner in that spot. It keeps like resetting the storage and shit. So like I have to kind of like grab this and grab it beforehand, and then grab these and then link them, and basically paste the settings to make sure we don't have shells. Shells look like they're enabled, so shells are not enabled, food's not enabled, corpses not enabled, dust and shithaka, and I don't know what that was. I see now why there's no default storage mod. Who is doing what? Somebody's beating them up, that's fine. Can I have a look at that colonist? Thanks. Remove that life privilege for a second there. Let's see now why default storage mod exists. So in this case, I have deep stacks, which means that any one stack of anything can go up to a stack of 10,000, which means that a colonist can destroy up to 10,000 of any one item if they happen to just go destroy said wall. So that can happen. but also they are supposed to be storing the shells outside, and I did request more like shells and IED traps and stuff like that, because I'm going to research IED traps after we do the Starflight whatever one. And yeah, I'm just kind of sort of waiting for them to finish research, and then I can hopefully go and put some of these traps somewhere else. Hold on a second, we need to go neutralize the fuck out of you who has a doomsday fucking rocket launcher. That's not ideal. Anybody in the area, for the love of God, go deal with that. I need a couple of extra people on that pile, please. Please don't use it. Don't use your weapon. Oh, thank God. Okay, you guys go back to what she's doing. So yeah, now that they've got doomsday rocket launchers in the colony, I do actually have to pay attention to when people are doing like murderous rage and slaughterer and all that sort of stuff, because whenever I turn around and somebody's doing something, there's a chance that somebody's going to shoot a doomsday rocket launcher from a distance, like when we blew up this area by accident, and possibly anybody that was in that area. Plus, whenever somebody goes slaughterer, we also have to beat the shit out of them too, because if they go and they successfully destroy a cat, god damn it, you are going to get all of your medical privileges revoked. There we go. All right. Unfortunately, Shithucker's going to die from that one because they killed Abra. And am I dying? Hold on a second. Let's slow this down a second. Not you. Me. I've got a heart attack. That's fine. We have a spare heart. Courtesy of Crimson. So, where is the heart? Install heart. I need somebody to do a rescue. Are you rescuing? Yeah. Okay. Well, we've already got a heart, so that should be fine. How close are you making ship? So I can build some ship parts. I still have to research this. So I've still got to finish the research on that. And then I can like finish building all the stuff. I will need advanced components and a persona core as well, which I have got a quest for that, but that's very extremely unlikely that we are going to actually go outside of this colony to go get that, because I also need 20 spears to do said quest. But if I have 20 spears and I go take that to that particular trader and then I walk home with a persona core, the caravan is guaranteed going to get attacked if it puts in my caravan. I think it's supposed to give it to me here, but if it gives it to a caravan, the caravan will get attacked on the way home, which means I need a lot of gunners in that caravan to defend it, which means it's going to be high visibility, much more likely to even get attacked. So I'm hoping it drops here. I think I have one of those trade beacons. I've got one. So it should drop here. But like the way this has been going, I don't know, you know? And yeah. You guys are all at attention here. I need you guys to go back to what she's doing. So, yeah. I realistically should have the ship being built, or an area put aside being built already. That's what I should have currently. But so far, we've had so many events tonight where we've just had a full wipe. We got down to 5 people at one point, and I'm trying to get turrets built so that we have some defense systems inside and outside, which is looking pretty good. As long as we don't have a solar flare when we happen to get a raid, we should be okay with that. We also have a kill corridor, which I'm inexperienced with, but, you know, hopefully it works. I'm gonna guess that's gold or corpses. Gold. All right, nice. Golden shower from Keelan. And yeah, so pretty much need a little bit of resources, need a bit more research, need time, need everybody to calm down the fuck, and sort of also need them to start building. So I think last time I spent the 4th day trying to build the ship, which I will probably spend tomorrow building the ship, if I can. And then Friday we'll be trying to deal with the raids. And we have a solar flare right now as well, so none of the turrets are online. And you guys are gonna shoot him in here, which should be okay, as long as none of you guys have the... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, tomorrow I'll build the ship, and then we'll try to get off-planet Friday, as much of Friday as possible. I feel like the raids that are going to come with that for this difficulty is going to actually be something concerning. But, yeah. We are basically at the end of tonight anyway, so I will be back tomorrow with more of this, 8 more hours of this tomorrow.